Hi, my name's Jeff, and welcome to a series of videos on vinyl records. Vinyl records have been around for a long time, way back into the early 30s, but over the last few years they've made a resurgence into the marketplace as record companies realised that people of my generation, and hopefully yours, have started to dig out their vinyl records and wanting to play them again. What also is that the old master records have been re-recorded and new bands are releasing new albums on the 180 gram vinyl format, sometimes in limited edition multicolours. And hopefully, as this video chain goes forward, we'll have a look at some of those new vinyl releases. But the first thing I want to do is dig back into my old record collection and dig out some of my favourite records from the past. And the first one I digged out, being a major Yes fan, is that cool album Relayer by Yes. Originally released in 1974 in the gatefold sleeve with a fantastic cover artwork by Roger Dean, I picked this up around about 1976 in a record shop, and it came complete with just a normal white sleeve, but the wonderful Roger Dean inner. However, a couple of years later, I managed to get my hands on the more rare edition, which comes with the lyric sheet actually on the cardboard sleeve itself. Again, the fantastic Roger Dean sleeve gatefold is available. When you actually play a vinyl on a record player, that dates me, on the turntable, you get that interaction of hitting the needle to the vinyl and replacing the music with an aesthetic appearance as it comes across over through the speakers. Now, you don't need to have a fantastic vinyl player or turntable or amp. You can spend a fortune on it, but mine cost me about £150, a couple of hundred for the vinyl and a nice pair of speakers, which goes a nice ground. Obviously, you can go out and get this album on various other formats. Of course, the traditional CD, which was released about 8 or 9 years ago, and there is a remastered version of this comes out, which I think is a lot more clinical and doesn't give you the depth that the vinyl record does. But I will have to point out that there is an absolute fantastic album set out now, which is a 5.1 Blu-ray version. This is a stunning rendition of the album, and actually includes on here 2 versions of a vinyl needle drop version from the original vinyl. That gives you the authenticity, allegedly, of listening to the actual original vinyls. However, nothing quite beats the original vinyls. The downside, of course, of both the CD version and the Blu-ray version is the packaging. Yes, it's very nice, it's very crisp. With the Blu-ray version, you get a really nice booklet with liner notes, if you can actually read them without using a microscope, of course. And of course, you get real crisp, clear, almost clinical representation. But when you pick up a vinyl, now you're into the real thing. Not only do you get the smell of the cardboard, you get actually lyrics you can actually read. And of course, there's nothing like putting the vinyl on, not being able to skip the track, fast forward it, mix them up into a sequence. You're going to listen to the actual tracks as they were meant to be listened to. They were recorded on tape, they were converted to a master, they were burned onto vinyl, and that's where music really lives. So you can hold the record sleeve, you can put the headphones on, or you can crank up the volume on the amp and listen to the music as it was originally meant to be listened to. And again, without putting the glasses on, you can actually look at the lyrics and hold a piece of tactile material. Relayer is a phenomenal album. Its first track runs over 20 minutes at the Gates of Delirium, and it tells you a story, it draws you into it. And as the music hits the needle, you can hear the depths and character, rather unlike a CD, which is too clinical. There doesn't feel to be the passion and the depth that the vinyl does as the needle tracks its way across those 33 1/3 revolutions per minute, just to give you that depth. Again, end of the period, you've got time to pick the record up, flick it over, put it down onto the other side, giving you a few minutes to let the mind process what it's just listened to, and allow you then to go for the process for side 2. Wonderful, wonderful music, wonderfully presented in true vinyl. So that's just a quick flavour of how I want to progress this. As we go through the future, we'll start to look at the tracks a little bit more in depth, and we'll start looking at the new music that's coming out on vinyl, where younger people are for the first time appreciating what it really means to listen to music as it's meant to be on vinyl. Thank you.